Long-haul truck driver salary. What does it depend on?
Want to know how much long-haul truckers make? Watch this video to find out what a long-haul truck driver salary is normally determined by. This question pops up in the minds of those drivers who decide to pick up the hard job of over-the-road trucking with its long trips, a life on the road, and long routes across the country. Although it may sound challenging, over-the-road driving can bring a sense of adventure and diversity to your life, not to mention a good salary and company perks such as medical insurance, and for company drivers, bonuses for mileage and safe driving. Sounds good? So let's move forward to discover the world of over-the-road trucking.
What determines the long-haul truck driver salary?
Training. First of all, to kick off a driving career in the United States, you need to go through a driving school and get a CDL license. According to Zippia.com, the average fee is $3,500, but there are both cheaper and pricier options. You can either cover your training costs yourself or attend a company-sponsored course. In the latter case, you'll have to stay with the company for an agreed period and have your tuition fees deducted from your salary. There are specialized courses for over-the-road driving offered by many companies upon completion of the basic trucking school. A typical course includes learning from professional trainers, a road test, and eventually solo driving practice. Successful completion of all stages will boost your career and potential income. If you want to earn big bucks, you'll need something more than even the best trucking school. Upon graduating, you'll find yourself at the bottom of the salary range. With time, miles, and freight shipped, you will gain valuable experience and gradually reach the top. You'll become a professional who can pick companies and jobs according to your personal preferences. By choosing this occupation, you'll never stay jobless, even amid the tough times of recession.
Average OTR driver salaries.
Solo drivers in different categories typically earn a median of $63,600 per year as reported by ZipRecruiter.com, or $31 per hour, and in the range from $53,000 to $70,500. The exact amount typically depends on the years of experience and the state. For example, on the average, solo over-the-road dry van drivers working with HMD get $1,625 per week, but a significant percentage of our drivers are hard workers and earn way above the company average. It all depends on the company, but the national average long-haul truck driver salary for dedicated drivers is $64,000 according to ZipRecruiter. The range for specialized drivers can vary greatly depending on the freight type, hazmat, tanker, or oversized hauls. For example, hazmat drivers can expect to get $51,200 to $66,100 per year according to salary.com. For tanker drivers, this source indicates $45,400 to $73,900 per year. Team drivers cover far more miles than their solo colleagues. However, they have to divide their earnings according to their personal contribution. The figures ZipRecruiter.com gives fall within the range of $75,000 per year, $1,446 per week, or $6,260 per month. The average weekly pay for over-the-road dry van and flatbed team company drivers working with HMD is $1,925 per driver, or $96,250 per year, with some degree of variation. For example, flatbed drivers might get a little more than dry van drivers at the end of the day. Weekly mileage and salary range of owner-operators looks impressive. The average driver in this category makes $209,700 per year. Please note that HMD over-the-road owner-operators can earn quite an attractive $233,800 per year, which results from an average weekly gross of $4,676.
Average OTR truck driver salary by state.
According to the most recent data available on ZipRecruiter.com, the job of a truck driver will be most lucrative in the state of Tennessee, offering an average salary for over-the-road truck drivers of $79,700, whereas Georgia is behind at $51,100. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pack your luggage and leave Georgia for Tennessee or Hawaii, where the attractive annual salary of $76,900 suggests that this might be more than a holiday destination. When choosing a new location for work, you need to consider other factors such as the cost of living, fuel, mileage you can get, and the simple fact that different categories of drivers would still earn differently depending on the state. The spread of the over-the-road driver salaries in other categories is quite large. According to ZipRecruiter.com, the highest paying state for this job type is definitely Washington, with $100,200. Compare that with just $62,900 for North Carolina. According to the data on ZipRecruiter.com, the spread between states follows the above trend with due account of the overall lower rate for this category of drivers. The highest paying state of Washington offers $70,600 and North Carolina offers at least $44,300. The above trend also applies to the dedicated driver category. According to ZipRecruiter.com, Washington leads again with $66,200 and North Carolina offers the lowest figure at $41,500. Specialized driver. For this category, ZipRecruiter.com shows some deviation from the trend. North Carolina is still at the lower end of the spectrum with $45,100. However, in the state of New York, hazmat and tanker drivers doing their tedious and risky jobs are expected to get the highest earnings at $71,600. According to ZipRecruiter.com, the highest salary for owner-operators is again in Hawaii at $265,200 per year, and the lowest in Louisiana at just $170,000 per year. Owner-operators' salaries are considered to be the best, but you should remember the costs of fuel, truck maintenance, and utility services, let alone the time and effort to keep the documentation in order as required by law. Certain companies like HMD do their best to compensate drivers for those expenditures by taking over most of the document work and paying certain bonuses like a fuel surcharge, which at the end of the day helps drivers to concentrate on their primary job and doing it well. Among all this variety, HMD is like an island of stability, offering equal employment terms and levels of pay to drivers from all states, although their guaranteed home time will obviously depend.
Types of added performance bonuses.
To earn a monthly mileage bonus, you have to exceed the mileage goals set by your company. There are several trade secrets to hitting more miles. Plan your routes to avoid rush hours, load and unload early as the opportunity arises, don't hesitate to reschedule your landings, and start looking for a parking spot for the night earlier than your usual bedtime. That way you'll be able to break records and put extra bucks in your pocket. For instance, HMD offers a 5 cents per mile MVP bonus to its over-the-road flatbed solo team drivers for reaching 10,000 miles per month. Over-the-road drive-in drivers get a similar bonus, but in the form of a safety/productivity bonus. Drivers with a clean record are desirable for any company. Some companies will pay to ensure higher safe driving rates. So if you drive certain mileage without accidents and abide by the rules, your pay per mile can increase. Thus, HMD pays 10 cents per mile extra per month for each mile driven in that month to over-the-road solo drive-in drivers, and 5 cents per mile to team over-the-road drive-in drivers if they reach a certain mileage with a clean, safe driving record. Under the Fair Labor Standards Act, employers must pay new hires for time spent in meetings, training, lectures, and other similar activities. Trucking companies follow suit with the standard amount paid to the driver being around $100. HMD pays $100 to its drive-in drivers and $200 to flatbed drivers. Many companies use this sign-on bonus type to attract professional drivers. The total sum varies depending on the company, reaching as much as $10,000 to $12,000. Don't get swayed by big numbers easily, though. Certain fast and loose companies provide relatively big sign-on bonuses, but they pay less per mile than others who may offer smaller bonuses. As a result, in annual terms, you might end up losing money. HMD also pays a $10,000 sign-on bonus to over-the-road drive-in teams, which comes squarely together with a decent 77 cents per mile split. Layover pay applies for issues arising on the road that can delay timely arrival. It also refers to situations in which the driver is delayed by the shipper or the receiver. The compensation typically reaches $100 for every 24 hours lost. That is also what HMD offers its drivers. The pay period normally begins at 24 hours from the start of delay. Certain companies pay drivers for passing Department of Transportation inspections without issues. For example, HMD Trucking pays $100 for each smooth inspection.
Conclusion.
We hope that you now have a clear understanding of all the figures that go toward determining a long-haul driver's salary. With that, you will definitely be able to find a decent job anywhere with a respectable company that does not tolerate fishy schemes and tries to avoid trucker turnover. We offer our drivers competitive salaries and a variety of bonuses to provide a higher standard of living. We value our employees and gladly welcome new team members. Just take a look at the figures and compare the rates with those offered by other trucking companies. It is clear as 2 and 2 makes 4 that our basic rates combined with a variety of bonus and superior trucks you will drive as a prime offer in the market. Do not hesitate to apply now by following the link below.